Greetings, viewers of the Automotive Annie YouTube channel. Today I have an extremely exciting video for you. Some of you might know that a couple of days ago I had an Instagram reel and TikTok video go absolutely viral. It has like 700,000 views at the point of me recording this and even got an article written about it. And that video was that I found the one of two Bose suspension Lexus LS400 in a car lot that I just happened to pass by at random. Now, the owner of the lot actually found me through this video and reached out and said, hey, I have a lot more cool stuff at this shop. If you ever want to come by and take a look at that Lexus a little closer and look at some of the other stuff at the shop, you're more than welcome to. So of course, I said yes. And that's what this video is going to be. And it's pretty awesome, so I hope you guys enjoy. But before I get started, there is one thing I want to mention. This was kind of a spontaneous thing, and I did not end up bringing good microphones or anything like that. So because it's next to a main road and there is wind, the audio is not the best at times. I did try to edit some of this in post, make some of the voices clearer so you can kind of hear some of the audio going in and out of clearness sometimes. So I apologize in advance. I'm working on it. I'm not that much of an advanced professional YouTuber yet, so we'll get there. Without further ado, here's the video. So tell us a little bit about the shop here and what you guys do.
Okay, so me and my wife, Lauren, get over here. She doesn't like the camera anyway. So the backstory on this is that I was the mechanic for the previous business that was here about 6 years ago. They didn't want to renew the lease, and I didn't feel like packing my toolbox, so we just took the place over.
Cool. So I figure everyone is chomping at the bit to know more about how you came to possess such a legendary car, so I figure we should just start there.
That's just sparks.
Okay, I figure now is as good a time as any to give you guys a little history on this car. This LS400 was modified for a project called Project Sound, in which Bose aimed to create a suspension smoother than anything else that had been put on the road so far. It did this by fitting a linear electromagnetic motor at each wheel in place of typical suspension. Accelerometers and other sensors were placed throughout the car to constantly monitor its movements and make the suspension react accordingly. The result of this was that the electromagnetic motors would cancel out whatever force was being put on the suspension and make the car's body ride almost completely level, even during maneuvers such as hard braking and going over bumps. And one of the things this car was most famous for was being able to literally jump over obstacles. Now, after over $100 million in R&D costs, the system was eventually deemed too heavy and too expensive to be implemented in passenger cars. In 2017, a Boston-based company called ClearMotion bought the rights to Bose's tech, including the two LS400s. They later on ended up cutting $1 billion deal with Chinese company NIO in using active suspension in their ET9 electric car. While the results of this suspension look very similar to Bose's, this is actually electro-hydraulic. And this brings us to the present day. ClearMotion eventually went through a downsizing effort, and thus the two LS400 prototype cars ended up on Facebook Marketplace.
So tell us, Mike, how did such a legendary vehicle come to rest here?
Well, a customer of mine wanted to do a V8 swap to a Toyota 4Runner. The truck came to us, engine was junk, and we got into a conversation about it. You know, we started talking about V8 swaps, Ford small block, Chevy small block, that kind of thing. And I'm like, why don't we just do a 1UZ? You know, let's keep it Toyota. I mean, there's got to be kits out there to go ahead and make it work. So we hit up Marketplace and we're like, let's try to find the lowest mileage Lexus that we can find that has the 1UZ in it, and we'll go from there. So we started scouring, and this came available. I think it was only up on Marketplace for all of a half hour. And I didn't know anything about it. Like, I had seen like clips of these cars in the past, but I'm like, oh, there's no way it's that good. Especially for how little the guy was trying to get for it. I contacted the guy, and we talked back and forth, and we struck up a deal, and here it is. Engine's currently out of it because it's currently in the mock-up stages in the 4Runner, which you'll be seeing at some point later on. But yeah, this is the car, in all of its glory, or what's left of it. Down in here, you can actually see the stainless steel torsion bars That's part of the suspension that proprietary to this system.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, there's really nothing else that clues into this being that core. So as we come around, I'll open up the rest of the car for you.
Wow, and it really is just like in totally immaculate condition. Oh, that is
no
so cool.
way.
Yep. So these are one, actually 3 sets that's ever
Wow.
been made, and I have all 4 caps.
Wow.
Feel free to have a look inside the car.
Very clean.
Extremely clean. What does it smell like in here? It smells like old leather. Old 90s leather.
Look at that Nokia phone.
Sitting in the Bose Lexus LS400. That's pretty cool.
I think you got a phone call coming.
Hello? You're bringing back the EV1? I'll be right there. I was unable to find a video online of this screen displaying anything, but I can only assume that it was something related to a readout of the Bose suspension. You can see right here the famous control box with the switches, including jump. Should I hit it? See what happens?
Touch it. Pick it up. Wow.
And that Nokia phone actually does still work.
Really?
It does.
Of course it does.
Hang on.
Of course it works.
No
I've never
way.
charged it. I've never charged it. I was just like, what are the chances?
Oh my gosh, it says Project Sound.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And I did play Snake on it.
Oh my gosh.
License plate to the car.
Wow.
Wow.
That is so cool. Oh, look at this. This is some sort of motion pack. I wonder if this is one of the Yep, Michigan registration, white Lexus. Multi-axis sensor. This must have been something directly related to the sensors and the gyro chip. Yeah, BEI gyro chip inside. Is this the exhaust from the car?
Yes.
New speed ring and old speed ring, do not use.
Don't use it.
Don't use it.
Wow, looks like a custom like motherboard for this thing. It's crazy.
See, at least this isn't like a GM EV1 situation where like
They got a battery pack in here too.
If this, they'd like send us a assist.
So for all intents and purposes, these cars should have been made into tin cans.
Right.
So,
Well, it was funny because one of the comments that I received a lot on that video was like, I can't believe they just left a prototype to sit. And it's like, well, people don't realize like these companies have no use for the car after it proves its point, you know?
You can't register it again. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
the only one that was deep red flag was one that the guy is using as a daily driver right now. But you have to keep in mind that car was completely bone stock and was just used as a comparison.
Right. Yeah.
Because this one and the other gray one that was outfitted with these systems were used specifically to demonstrate what this system was capable of.
Yeah.
When that demonstration was over and done with, they had no more use for the cars.
Yep.
Now, as far as my intentions with the car, or I shouldn't even say my intentions, my client owns the car for the 4Runner. We're not sure what's going to end up happening to the car. He had made mention of trying to sell it off. So, you know, it's not like it's just going to get hauled out of here and go off to a scrapyard. We don't know what the future of this car holds. Take that for what you will.
If we've learned anything from that video going viral, it's that it definitely still has fans. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It definitely still has people interested in it. So
Now, the other gray car has been completely dismantled.
yeah, I
No.
did. I was able to see some pictures of that online. But same thing though. He used that one for parts, right?
Yep.
For a project he was working on. That's good, honestly. If you can't do anything with the car itself, I do think that the best thing it can do is at least live on in other things, you know.
The R&D that was developed with this car has since gone off to Clear Motion.
Yeah, Clear Motion had bought the rights to the tech.
All of that exists because of this
Yeah.
car and the other one that's just like it, and you know the whole project that Bose was doing.
Yep.
Nice.
So,
Oh wow, the old reg and stuff.
Oh wow.
yep.
Wow,
Wow.
Lexus Toyota Watertown.
Boys, Bose Corporation. Look at that.
Insurance card.
Nice. That's crazy. It
Yep.
still has all that. So fun
It even
fact.
still has the pen. Check it out.
Yeah.
Still has the pen.
Fun fact: the video, the famous like news video where this is like doing the demo.
Yeah.
My neighbor was driving it. He worked at Bose at the time. And he was,
Really?
yeah, he was driving the car, which is crazy. I gotta tell him we saw
Wait
this.
a second.
So we got, looks like we got some accelerometer here. Got all of the wiring and stuff. Pretty crazy. Some over here as well.
Timing belt done at 33.
Good shot. What's that about the headlights?
The headlights are still so clear.
I know. They don't even need a Cerakote kit.
Hit me up to do your headlights if you're in the New England area.
I think someone needs a Cerakote sponsorship.
Cerakote, sponsor me. I love you.
Little Bose cap on the control arm. All the billet stuff.
How the car is propped up right now.
Oh yeah, I did see that. It's got this just a strut up there.
Yep.
So all it is just a piece of DOT tubing right here.
Yeah.
But if you come around the back, and this is the funny part, the back is set up on 2x4s.
Just like my Hunt promise.
Yeah, right?
Can't go wrong with a 2x4.
We also had to check out this Audi Coupe Quattro behind the Lexus. If you watched the original video that went viral, you'll know that I mentioned the only reason we even pulled over in the first place was because my boyfriend noticed the Audi. It wasn't until we'd pulled over that I noticed the Lexus.
Backstory on this car was when Lauren and I, we were living in Johnston in an apartment. Our landlord actually had this in his garage. It had been sitting in his garage for 20 years. He was family. He wasn't even so much of a landlord to us. When he ended up passing away, his daughter actually gave it to us.
It came like this. So.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, it's molding. No, it came like this. Yeah, see,
I mean,
last registered 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is up there in miles because, like I said, he drove the hell out of it. But it's all there. I guess he parked it because it needed a couple of stupid things done to it. It's north of 200,000.
Nice.
Non-turbo,
Yep.
naturally aspirated.
Naturally
5-cylinder.
aspirated 5-cylinder. Yeah, with the sideways, the side-mounted radiator. Super
Oh,
cool.
what?
Yeah, there's no room in the front of it. In fact, the entire engine is in front of the shock towers.
Oh, wow, yeah.
The handling is
Did you notice where the radiator is?
Yeah, I was just, when you opened and he said that, I was like, goes to show how much I know about Audi. Just literally nothing. Like, that is lowest on my list of car expertise.
You're in good company right now. I know nothing about this car. And I own it.
That's so funky, though. I love it more now that I noticed that it's really weird.
Yeah, you can turn the diff on right here, the center diff, which is super cool.
Airbag recall.
Now that I think of it, about it, the reason why he parked the car was because he backed into something.
Oh. Wow.
I think that was the main reason why he parked the car, and he said he was going to go ahead and have it fixed, and then there it sat. I got a good friend of mine who actually owns a VW place, Nick, over at Old Volvo's house. If you need anybody to work on your old VW or Audi, you got to talk.
I also wanted to briefly mention that there is an S40 T5 all-wheel drive M66 here. And for those of you OG Automotive Annie fans, and I'm talking like 2018, you might remember my beloved S40 Bean. Don't worry, she's still kicking. She's Jacob's sister's car now, taking her through the ropes of her first couple of years of college, which is Bean's specialty. But ever since having that car, I've always had such a soft spot for these. Truly great cars, and honestly, I would own one again. And this is the particularly special version, the T5 all-wheel drive with the M66 transmission. So I was also very stoked to see this here with the Lexus.
This is the most solid car in Rhode Island, guaranteed. You go up underneath this car, there's not a speck of rust. Hell, there's still paint on the unibody underneath. Solid as can be. Backstory on this car was that it was payment for a customer's repairs on their other Mazda. Initially, they brought the car in here to get it inspected, and it needed a handful of things, like exhaust, it needed a CV axle, and a few other things to set tires. They're like, I think I'm just gonna junk it. Why? We had a back and forth with them, and they're like, well, we have this other newer Mazda we need some work on. Can you do the repairs on that? And we'll just give you the 626. I'm like, say less. So, you know, it's here. We just gotta throw some tires on. It's on jack stands because the rims are inside. I gotta put tires in it. There's, you know, still a couple of things to it, but it's clean. There's really nothing wrong with it. The AC still works.
Wow.
Yep. Starts right up, runs like a champ. It's a 4-cylinder. It's nothing exciting automatic, but it's just gonna be, you know, a good kick around car. Might be for sale. Not sure. I'm trying to figure that out.
Everything's for sale for the right price, right?
For sale for the right price. Well, almost everything.
Almost everything.
The Audi is not. Don't even ask me. It's not happening.
All right, you heard it. You heard it here, folks. The Audi is not for sale.
Not for sale. Stop asking.
So the crispy Ferrari 348. Here's the story on it. So my buddy basically had this in Smithfield. It came out of a fire in a garage. It is a little bit decrepit. I got it because I had this silly idea that I was gonna take the engine, refresh it, and stuff it in a Fiero, but I just don't have the time. I don't know. But I mean,
it may still be a thing. We don't know.
I don't know, but I do have some, I think raspberry plant or something in there. It adds to the value, you know?
So as you notice, those are the rear suspension components, or what's left of them, right? So in order to actually move this around the lot, I ended up finding some junk tires that would actually fit these wheels. The other two wheels were completely melted. Like they you know, they weren't salvageable at all. But to move it around the lot, I have a trailer axle right here that I actually welded to the frame just so I could push it around. So, you know, first time you've ever seen a trailer axle on a Ferrari, guaranteed.
Yeah.
As far as the engine's concerned, our goal, as she said, we were going to put in a Fiero. Not, you know, life happens and we get busy. But at the very least, we want to yank the engine out, throw it on an engine stand, tear it down, and see if anything's salvageable on it. Maybe get it running again. We don't know. Maybe we'll turn it into a coffee table. We just don't know, you know, but it's here and it's something to mess around with, and we can legitimately say we have a Ferrari.
So I gotta ask,
Okay.
what's with all the Fieros?
So those, all right, so I had already owned that one. And then at the time that we took the place over, there was a couple of more on the lot. A buddy of mine had them, and I was approached by a guy, and he was just like, so I see all the Fieros, do you want some more? I'm like, what? And he was just like, well, my grandfather just passed away, and we want to just, this was his collection, and we want to sell them off. I'm like, okay, well, let's check them out. So he ended up selling me that one, and then there's another one stuffed in the corner over there, all for the price of one car. Hindsight being 2020, bad financial decision.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
So the only ones I really want to hold on to at this point is that one and that one. Those three are available. Get them out of my life, please.
You too could make a bad financial decision.
Yes, you can. Here at Nighthawk Auto. Come down and get a Fiero. Or all of them. I don't care. Get them out of my life.
1955 Pontiac chieftain. I saw this on Marketplace, really cheap. We had a big pile of scrap. For the scrap price, $500. Gave it to the guy. This with an engine. It's all original.
And it
Not
came
terrible,
from what,
man.
Oklahoma?
Originally came out of Oklahoma. Needs some work. Just the only real rot is right there on that floor pan right there. But I mean, he's not bad. Got to bang out the hood because the tree fell on it. But
she was able to contact the original Rhode Island owner, who has the engine, the transmission, the hood, and the paperwork to the car. So eventually,
because originally it was sold without the paperwork.
Yeah, so eventually we're gonna get scrounge all that together, and we're gonna get this thing back on the road.
Cool.
So I don't know if it'll be with the engine that it came with,
Who knows anymore?
you know, but to have something like this and
Let
it's
that
straight,
to it a little bit.
it's nice and straight, make a great family car.
Yeah. Hey, still good. Yeah. For the most part. So, during the height of COVID, March 14th, 2020, about 3 in the morning in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, there was a 8-alarm mill fire. This was in the mill.
72.
Yep, 72. So, as you can see,
My dream car right here.
still pretty intact. But, if you look through where the bumper should be,
Oh, I'll do it better than that.
oh, wow, yes.
Numbers matching engine, wasn't touched.
And look at the belt.
Yep, belt's actually still intact.
Wow.
Yep. So another thing, if anybody that knows this generation Camaro, is that the trunk floor is gone. This one is completely solid. There's a couple of little pinholes here and there, but it's there. I got this car because, you know, the early 70s has been a dream car of mine. So no, not for sale. This is mine, you can't have it. Somebody will look at a car like this, be like, it's absolute junk. There's nothing to it. Hell, it doesn't even have floors. But to me, I can make this car what I want. My goal is to just do something very basic, minimalist, you know, just a driver's car. And towards that end, I'm not going to paint it. My plan is I'm going to go ahead and knock all the loose stuff off of it, but I'm going to keep the fire patina on it. And the only thing I want to do is the rocker panels need to be done, a little bit in the quarter panels. But other than that, I'm going to throw some, you know, probably gunmetal gray racing stripes up the hood, come down the side right here, and then go along the bottom to hide the bodywork that was performed on the rocker panels and whatnot. And then in the racing stripes, I'm going to do ghost flames to it to stick with
Bringing
the
it
theme
back
of the
from
car.
the fire and
Yes.
the dead. Yeah.
And if Rhode Island ever does vanity plates again,
I really hope they do.
I really do, because I'm going to do Crispy as a vanity plate, but Krispy.
If it's available.
Yes, I'm doing it.
Mike and Lauren even took us into the woods behind the property to show us some cars that had been there since way before they took over.
Early 50s Nash Metropolitan.
The window was still intact. It's still on the window.
That was incredibly impressive that the paint is still that vibrant.
Yep.
And the chrome.
Yep.
Oh my god.
This is when they made cars for life.
So I'm now behind the camera. Mike, tell me about these two gems we got right here.
Actually, better yet, I'll hand you off to the man himself. This is my mechanic, Jake, and he'll take it from there. That is my 1987 Mitsubishi Starion, and this is my buddy's, that would be long way. I want to say it's a 95 Evo 5. That's a full Japanese import right-hand drive. He picked it up in Connecticut about a year ago. 4-cylinder turbo, all-wheel drive, Megan Racing, coilovers, totally built engine under the hood, for the most part at least. Still the semi-stock engine. It's actually out of an Evo 6, if I can find the latch. 1463 turbo out of an Evo 6. And that's all original. The predecessor, or the earlier model of that.
Oh, you got your permit. That's awesome.
Yeah, the cops enjoyed that one. A bit, Jeff. But still same thing, 4-cylinder turbo. This is rear-wheel drive though. Bought this same time as him about a year ago. 87, all original parts, original motor. Fully a California car, so usually spotless rust-wise. But it was my dream car, that was his.
And there's mine. So we got a little dream car lineup right here.
I know, it is a nice little lineup.
I love it.
The heart of the Bose Lexus now lives in a 4Runner. There it is.
Voila.
Yep. Yep, and you got the full kit to put it in. Got full stainless steel headers right here. As I mentioned before, it's in mock-up stage right now, but it's there.
Having the heart of the legendary car be able to live on is better than the alternative. So I'm excited to do this thing run at some point, hopefully.
And I'll be, once we get it up and running, I'll be sure to let you know about it.
Yeah,
So,
awesome.
What's cool about this is that this engine, or the car itself in general, is just over 50,000 miles on the odometer. This engine had its timing belt changed to 30,000 miles. So it was very well taken care of, and there was another reason why I elected to use this car for this swap. So it's going to work out great, and I couldn't be happier with everything. And thank you very much for coming around and checking everything out that we have going on.
Thank you so much for being so willing to have me by and show us everything. And viewers, I hope you had as much fun with this video as I had coming here to make it.
We don't really do much with social media. We have our Facebook page. That's Nighthawk Auto Performance and Sales up on Facebook. Or you can just give us a call or stop by. Phone number here is 401-710-4113. If there's anything we can help out, let us know. Thank you.